Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. Down here at the stadium today, the sun is shining, it's beautiful down here, and the fixture list is out. We now know who Arsenal are going to be facing this season. If you want to find out, go and check out our video that we did on the fixture list. But you probably know by now, the first game, Friday the 5th of August, 8 p.m. away at Crystal Palace. They know what they're doing when they set up these fixtures. They know what they're doing. First game of the season, just like we did last year, kicking it off away, London derby, this time at Crystal Palace. Tough game to start off with. And what it shows us, when you look at our fixtures that we got coming up, that we must get our squad in place early so that we go into the season prepared. Part of the reason why we lost to Brentford last year on the opening game of the season is that we weren't really prepared. And then on top of that, we had COVID and stuff like that. We had players who'd only just joined. This year, please, Arsenal, get the players in early, get the pieces of the jigsaw in early so that we are really ready and really prepared for that first game of the season, because that's going to be a difficult game and we don't want to get off to the start that we had last year. So we know what it is. And part of that jigsaw is, of course, Gabriel Jesus. Now, there's been a lot of talk that his representatives are currently in the country talking to Arsenal. Are they inside there at the moment? It wouldn't be here. It'd probably be down at London Coney at the training ground or at some hotel around the place. But apparently they're talking. Now, can we get this deal for Jesus done? I saw Fabrizio Romano saying that he's 100% leaving Manchester City. We know that because, you know, Haaland's coming. He wants to go somewhere he's going to play regular. What would be a better place than this? Yeah? May not win as many trophies as Man City, but bigger club, bigger fan base worldwide, and you can help bring us back to the glory days, right? But Gabriel Jesus, are Arsenal going to get this one done? Are we going to get any movement on this very, very soon? Let's wait and see what happens. We're also linked today, and I spoke about this a few days ago, Christian Nkunku. Now, again with this one, £100 million, apparently. That's what RB Leipzig want to get this deal done. Nkunku, quality player. I spoke about it in detail a few days ago. He scored lots and lots of goals. Tottenham said to be interested as well, but 100 million on one player, I just can't see it. I mean, RB Leipzig don't want to sell him. They're trying to hold on to him for dear life. They don't want to let him go. But is it a deal that Arsenal can get done this summer if, say, for instance, they miss out on Gabriel Jesus? Jesus, the #1 target. Obviously, they're looking at alternatives, and he's linked there today, but still 100 mil. Now, linked with a load of midfielders at the moment. Of course, we know that just up the road from here, Bissouma is going to be joining Tottenham. Arsenal seem to be looking at alternate midfielders. We know that they're in for Tielemans. We know about that one. But there's some other targets that they're seemingly looking at now. They're looking at this next guy. His name is Vitana. Plays for Porto, 22 years of age. Porto's president actually came out and said that an unknown team put a bid in for him, but that was rejected. Now, Porto want about £35 million for him. He's valued at around about 27 million. And as I said, he said an unknown club put a bid in for him and it was rejected. Now, a lot of people are saying that's Arsenal, probably because they know we always put those little low bids in first and they get rejected. I don't know if that's the case. Manchester United said to be the favourites to sign him. I'm not sure about this one. There's still, you know, a lot of links going around, a lot of people going around saying that Arsenal are interested in him. But I have to admit, I'm a bit unsure if this is a player that Arsenal are looking at. But it's out there today that Arsenal are interested in him. And maybe they did put a bid in for him. Again, we'll have to wait and see how this one pans out. Long way to go still in this transfer window. And another player that Porto that we're looking at is this guy. Otavia, again, plays for Porto, valued around about £27 million. Portuguese media reporting that Arsenal are very interested in him. He scored 5 goals and got 14 assists last season. And Arsenal said to be interested in him if they can't get Rafinha. Now, he's 27 years of age, was actually born in Brazil, but has switched his allegiance now to Portugal, so can play for Portugal. We like a Brazilian down. I'll tell you what, the amount of Brazilians we're looking to bring in down here. Eddie's bringing the whole of Brazil. He's looked at it and he said to himself, best team in the world, Brazil. All right, easy. We can win the league if we get a load of Brazilians. If only it was that easy. But he said to be an alternative if we can't get Rafinha, which, by the way, those links are still very, very heavy today as well. Still people talking about Arsenal being interested in Rafinha. Leeds are said to be willing to let him go. But if Leeds do let him go, they're going to want about £47.5 million for Rafinha. It won't be cheap. There's also a lot of talk that, you know, obviously Calvin Phillips has been linked with a move to Manchester City. There's a lot of talk that if he goes to Manchester City, which is starting to look likely he may do, because I was reading some talk today that he's said to them he wants to leave, they may not want to let both of them go. Remember, Leeds only just survived relegation. If you let your two best players leave, it's meltdown up there, you know, in Yorkshire. So Rafinha, we know he wants to leave and we know he wants to go to Barcelona, but could Arsenal get a deal for him done? It would be an amazing signing. It would be a signing of real quality. And as I said, look at the fixtures. You know, when you go and watch that fixture show, you'll see that the break from November right down to December, I mean, the fixtures are all squashed together at the start of the season. Loads of fixtures at the end of the season, plus Europa League. We need a very, very good squad. And somebody like a Rafinha would be an excellent signing. Now, Arsenal linked today with this Turkish wonder kid who's been described by Mesut Ozil as a player that's potentially going to be a superstar. And Mesut Ozil, who was a superstar himself, will know what he's talking about. He plays for Fenerbahce, goes by the name of Arda Güler. He's 17, still only 17 years of age, valued at around about £22 million, and sort of plays on the right side of midfield. The Turkish media are reporting that Arsenal are willing to pay the £22 million asking price that Fenerbahce want. He made 24 appearances in all competitions last season, scoring 7 goals and getting 11 assists. Now, amazing for a 17-year-old. Again, another prospect, would be brilliant, but a prospect. And I'm not being funny, we've got enough of these young players here at Arsenal. We've got an abundance of them. I mean, I know when you see sort of like an up-and-coming superstar, you can't really let that go because, you know, you don't go in and sign him and in 2 years' time he's going for 100 million. But I don't know where Arsenal's priority is going to be. But heavy links with him, according to the Turkish media. We don't know how reliable they are. We don't know if this is an agent trying to push his client out there. We'll have to wait and see. But he's been heavily linked with a move to Arsenal today. And Marco Asensio, we're talking of players that play on the right side of midfield, again, he's been heavily linked today. Now, I think the Asensio one, Arsenal are interested in him because they know he's top quality. He wants to stay at Real Madrid, but Real Madrid are saying if you stay, you've got to reduce your wages. He wants more wages, he wants more game time. He could leave. Arsenal closely monitoring the situation on Marco Asensio, and they would be willing to go in and get him, according to reports, if a deal can't be done between him and his club. So, again, it's going to be one of those situations where we're going to have to wait and see how that one pans out. But, yeah, he's being still linked with Arsenal today. And finally, this guy being linked, he's a striker, goes by the name of Martin Satranio. Now, this is an interesting one. He's actually on loan at Inter Milan from a club in Uruguay called Nacional. And he spent last season on another loan at Brest, where he scored 4 goals in 15 games. He's a centre forward, Uruguayan player, as I said. He wants to move, apparently. He'd be willing to move on to try and get regular football. Arsenal, Tottenham said to be very interested in him. Could be complicated a bit by the sort of fact that, you know, he's owned by one club, he's at Inter Milan and was on loan. A little bit messy that, but let's keep our eyes on that one because that is a link that, you know, is coming through today And we know that Arsenal need a centre forward, although, again, another young player, I think he's 22, youngish player, inexperienced player. I think the striker that Arsenal really need is someone that's going to be able to come in here and hit the ground running, right? It's a big season ahead for Mikel Arteta, big season ahead for Arsenal, and most certainly we need to get those players in place early. So let's wait and see what they do. Listen, thanks for watching the show today. Don't forget, as I said, if you want to find out about all of the fixtures, make sure you check out the show that me and James did, where we do a rundown of all of Arsenal's fixtures for the season 2022-2023. It's not long away. I mean, we're in June now, mid-June. Come the start of August, we'll be back here at the Emirates, and Arsenal need to get these players in place early. I know the window doesn't shut till the 1st of September, but for me, when you look at the games we've got starting off, Arsenal need to get things in place early, something that we don't normally do. So let's see how it works out. Don't forget to subscribe here to AFTV, like this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.